Day 5 of the Create at 22 course. We're touching on a really important tool today, creatives, one of maybe the most important you can have in your toolbox. The answer to the question of why. Why you create may not be what you think it is. A lot of times we think about fame, fortune, making a lot of money, and those things are fine. There is nothing wrong with those. But those are also things that you can't control. If they are your why, and then you fail to become famous or make $1 million, you will lose steam and not be able to create anymore. The really interesting thing is that fame, fortune, etc. are not actually at the heart of your why. What do I mean by this? All right. When I was young, my goal was to be on the shelves in Walden Books. Yes, I am that old. I loved Walden Books. We did not have a library where I grew up. The mall was close enough that we could go 45 minutes away, and my parents did whatever they did in the mall while I hung out in the bookstore. It was the best thing that could have happened to me. It felt like watering dry soil. I loved it in there. So naturally, when I started telling stories of my own, that's what I thought I wanted. I wanted to be on the shelves in Walden Books. Time passed, I learned more about publishing. Walden Books went the way of the dodo. My goal changed. I wanted to be in Borders Books. Yes, I did consistently choose stores that went out of business. Hush. But that's because there was a Borders near me, and I loved going there. It was blissful. But time went on, and I had trouble getting an agent. I couldn't find my way into traditional publishing the way I wanted to. I learned that 99% of authors don't get their books in those stores anyway because shelf space. So even if I did get an agent and a publisher, it wouldn't guarantee that. So little by little, my dream of seeing my book in bookstores died. It died the death of 1,000 cuts. It went up in smoke. It was painful. There was no guarantee. It was all out of everybody's hands. And I began to realize that maybe this dream that I had was not really realistic because it wasn't something I could ensure myself. Well, in 2010, I decided I'm done with this. I'm self-publishing. 2011, The Sundered came out, and it did really well, really well. I was lucky enough, understand, to be coming out right on the verge of when Amazon was starting to push ebooks. So I take no credit for the fact that it did well. But here's the thing. I started getting messages from people who'd read The Sundered, who found it powerful, thought-provoking. It moved them. It took them out of their life for a while. That's what it took to make me realize what my why really was. I associated the bookstore with the experience of reading a story so well written that it took me out of myself, that it helped me broaden how I saw people and thought and philosophy, that it helped me escape for a little while. And with my self-published book, I had done that. My why was not actually to be on the bookshelves. I just associated that with how you got the story. My why was actually that I wanted to move readers the way my favorite books had moved me. With that in hand, okay, so the market changes. So the method changes. So it's all Amazon, no Amazon. So it's Smashwords or draft to digital. None of that stuff actually matters because that's just the method. My why remains the same. So your why will be different from mine. That's fine. I'm not telling you that that's what you have to have. What I'm saying is your why is probably not what you think it is. So you want fame. Well, what is fame? You want people to acknowledge the hard work that you've done. You want them to love what you've made. You want them to look at your craft and go, yes, oh, I needed this. You don't need to be famous to do that. What you want is that recognition. You want fortune. Well, everybody wants that. But why do you want it? Because you don't want to have to worry about bills. You don't want to have to worry about taking care of somebody else or yourself. That's understandable. Your why may not be accessible the way that you wanted it to be. But if you figure out the heart of it, the core of it, it's going to be a lot easier to grab than you think it is. Your assignment, creative, is to figure out what your actual why is. Why do you create? Why do you write? Why do you draw? Why do you play with clay? Why do you continue to create symphonies or write songs? Because here's the thing, you're coming into this from being stuck, which meant that the act of creating, trying to create, has hurt, but you still kept doing it. Whatever your why is, even if you only know it subconsciously, is so powerful that it kept you going even though it hurt. This is a very big deal. This why can keep you going no matter what is happening. And if you consciously know what it is, it also helps you make decisions for your artistic career. Neil Gaiman described it as a mountain in the distance. You may not be able to see the full road to that mountain, but you can tell pretty quickly if a decision will turn you toward that mountain or away from it. The mountain is your why. Figure out your why, creative. It will help you, it will free you, and it will help you to understand how different methods can help you find your dream. It is in your grasp. You can do this. When you get the chance, sit down with me and let's make something new. I'll see you next class.